look back at events ending on Friday, February 17th. I'm Paige Ray. Our top story this week, Troy University has received a grant that will allow the school to provide scholarships to a select group of graduate students, specifically those with a passion for mental health. Emma Ellis explains.
Recently, Troy University received a grant that will allow them to give scholarships to students pursuing master's degrees to become school counselors.
We are thrilled to be able to offer the scholarship opportunities to at least 30 school counseling students.
This grant will provide funding for those wishing to become mental health professionals in programs that may have traditionally been overlooked.
The school systems that were selected are rural, which means that they don't receive as much community mental health services as, say, someone in Auburn City may have access to.
Some may ask, why is it so important to have school counselors who are trained as mental health professionals?
Our young people spend more time in school than they do at home. And so as educators, we see the mental health concerns, we see the impact on attendance, we see the impact on grades. So it's important that they receive the mental health services as early as possible.
Crawford believes that this program will be mutually beneficial for the students and the schools because post-graduation, students will have a job at these schools.
Students will learn about curriculum. They will learn about lesson plans. They'll learn about comprehensive school counseling programs, but they will also learn the mental health side of things.
Emma Ellis, Troy, TrojanVision News.
The 5 school systems that plan to participate in the program are Coffee County Schools, Crenshaw County Schools, Geneva County Schools, Montgomery Public Schools, and Macon County Schools. Wednesday night, Alabama's official poet laureate Ashley M. Jones stopped by Troy University to speak to staff members with Troy's Student Support Services and their students. Emma Ellis also takes us there.
Ashley M. Jones has accomplished many firsts in her life. As the first person of color to be poet laureate and the youngest poet laureate in the state of Alabama, she serves as the face of poetry for the state.
It didn't really occur to me until it was almost time for me to be selected, and I was like, oh wow, we really have almost made 100 years without any sort of diversity.
Jones frequently uses her poetry as an outlet to speak out about injustices in the world. And as a teacher at the Alabama School of Fine Arts, she believes that the best way to fight injustices is to arm people with the truth.
I'm a teacher, and I'm a teacher who really values the truth. I think that's the greatest gift we can give our students, is to arm them with reality. And I think it's really dangerous what we're seeing in certain states, what's being banned.
In Jones's most recent work, Reparations Now, she speaks about past and present hardships faced by the descendants of enslaved peoples in America. She has said that reparations mean addressing the injustices of the past to hold people accountable for today's actions.
I think actually learning history will allow us to see what's happening now. Part of the reason why people don't want us to learn the truth is because they want to keep doing what has been done. If you learn about Bull Connor, George Wallace, all the people who have done all the things, you'll be able to look at people you see now, like maybe the governor of Florida, I don't know, and see that he is perpetrating the same sort of crime.
To her, some of the most important things are empathy and compassion.
If we all just kind of take on the mindset that everyone who's having problems in our country should be our problem too, maybe we could move forward with more empathy and more compassion and more love.
Jones was named as the Poet Laureate of the state of Alabama in December of 2021 and will remain in that role through 2026. This week, TrojanVision has been celebrating its recent success at the Southeast Journalism Conference, better known as SEJC. TrojanVision took second place for Best TV Station and third place for Best Video Newscast. Several reporters also placed, including former TrojanVision Student News Director Claudia Peppenhorst and former MMJ Georgia Clark. Emma Ellis also brought home a victory after winning first place for on-site anchoring. And in addition to those awards, TrojanVision's very own Kaylee Wright received second place for Best Television feature reporter. While she was at SCJC, she also competed in an on-site competition. Today, we're proud to bring you the story she crafted for that competition.
From its biodiverse bayous to its interesting people, Louisiana is a place of culture. However, because it is a delta, wetlands formed by bodies of water, flooding can be a danger.
So basically, we were built by flooding, but basically it leaves out a lot of land for a very long distance at low elevation.
And despite much of the state being below ground level and a lot of wetlands such as the one behind me, they have found a solution to this problem: levees. Levees were first constructed in 1719. Since then, they've undergone a lot of modern improvements.
This levee construction probably didn't start till after the 1927 flood. Not just in Louisiana, Sacramento had some serious flood problems also.
And that flood in 1927 is known as the Great Mississippi Flood. When we think of great floods, we think of Hurricane Katrina. And according to Curel, the effects of Katrina would have been far worse if it wasn't for levees.
Because it was a slow flood. You know, it wasn't like, had the levees not been there, they would have flooded immediately and people had less time to deal with what they needed to deal with.
Curel has lived through several storms and floods over the years, and he says that all of them would have been much worse if it was not for levees. And he says that it is the reason that people are still able to inhabit New Orleans. Kaylee Wright, Troy, TrojanVision News.
During this year's conference, Troy University's Dr. Robin Taylor was elected as the 2023-2024 president. This means SCJC will be held here at home next year. Coming up on the week that was, Troy students combat hunger for kids right here in Pike County. We'll show you how after this break.
You got me believing that I can seize the day. You got me hooked on a feeling that I can do anything if I give my heart to it. If I give my heart to
Mom, can we get some ice cream?
Please, Mom, please.
No, we're having dinner soon.
Please.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of children in foster care who will take you just as you are.
Welcome back. Sunday, some Troy students chose to watch the big game right here on campus. Sienna Arnold takes us to the dining hall where football fans enjoyed some friendly competition.
A watch party this past Sunday. Located at Magellan, students were able to enjoy the nacho bar and prize packs while supporting their favorite football teams.
Well, I saw a sign. I just said, okay, I'm gonna go.
Students discussed their love of football and which team they were rooting for.
I'm rooting for the Eagles, Philadelphia Eagles. Eagles.
And my favorite team is the Eagles.
Troy's campus was filled with Eagles fans cheering on their team throughout the game. Students told me they were grateful to have a space where they could come and enjoy their favorite teams.
And I think this is a really good event to bring people together who all share a common interest of loving football. So I think it's a good idea.
Some students said they hope for more events like this in the near future.
I feel like they should do it more often.
Sienna Arnold, Troy, TrojanVision News.
Troy Dining hosts different events throughout the year. Make sure to keep an eye out in the dining hall regarding those upcoming events. A new semester means new opportunities for volunteers to help combat child hunger in Troy. Camille Coney shows us how volunteers provide support through food.
Office of Civic Engagement members and volunteers say they aim to give back to the community in a multitude of ways.
We do campus kitchens and backpacks for kids. Backpacks for kids, we do it every other week, so bi-weekly, and then we do campus kitchens every week.
Backpack for Kids is a program that specializes in giving children in the local community and surrounding areas a nutritional meal which includes
entree, 2 breakfast items, 2 snacks, and then 1 fruit.
Ages for children receiving a backpack varies from
anywhere from elementary to middle school kids.
One member says the act of giving back can also be fulfilling for volunteers.
Knowing that the things that I get to do every day will go a long way in a child's life.
Civic Engagement networks with many organizations to ensure that no child is left behind in hunger.
Common Ground, and then also Head Start. Those are just some of the partners that we have, and we ask them every week how many backpacks they would like to receive, and then we just deliver them on whichever day is comfortable for them.
Any food donations given to the Office of Civic Engagement goes a long way to help prepare backpacks for the children.
Majority of the supplies and stuff that we have is donated through like canned food drives or just donations from the community, and then we just use those items and package them up and deliver them to our food partners.
Camille Coney, Troy, TrojanVision News.
The Office of Civic Engagement holds several service events throughout the semester. You can see what event is next by visiting their Instagram account, which is Troy_service. Earlier this week, Troy students were able to hear from a leader in the banking industry, one who just so happened used to sit in the very same classrooms as our current students back in the day. Simon Schussler has more.
You have the opportunity to compete effectively globally.
Students in the Sorrell College of Business got the chance to hear and get advice from a very successful former Trojan on Thursday morning in John Robert Lewis Hall.
Yeah, today I've had the great pleasure of coming back home to Troy University and addressing the students here at the Sorrell College of Business and really sharing some of my experiences in my work career, but really shifting the focus of them.
Derek Ellington took the phrase bank on yourself seriously, as he has had a 24-year career in the banking industry and currently serves as the executive vice president and head of small business banking at Wells Fargo, one of the biggest banks in America.
When I think about my career, the thing I'm most proud of is the opportunities when I was able to help individuals inside the companies and on the teams that I led navigate their career journey effectively. But also on a customer standpoint, when I was able to help customers execute on their business objectives.
Ellington gave advice to students, such as his 3 keys to success, among other tips, and students were able to ask questions to get insight from a leader in the banking industry.
My message is, as a Trojan, you can compete successfully across the globe. And it's up to you. The professors here will prepare you. You have all the tools. Now it's about developing the discipline.
To learn about future guest speakers and other news for the Sorrell College of Business, you can find them on Instagram at Sorrell College. Simon Schussler, Troy, TrojanVision News.
Ellington joined Wells Fargo after 24 years at Bank of America across numerous roles. Tickets are now on sale for Troy University's latest dance concert, Momentum. Emily Clegg got a sneak peek at that performance. She tells us what audience members can expect.
This semester, Troy's Department of Theater and Dance has been hard at work creating their spring show.
Momentum to me is mass in motion. It's just everyone kind of coming together to create work and set it on stage and perform as a unit, as a company, which is something that we haven't had the pleasure of doing in a long time.
A lot of hard work goes into creating a show such as Momentum.
We bring in choreographers from various places around the world, around the country, that have solid reputations in choreography and connections with our faculty members, and they set work or repertory on us, and it's a really cool experience because we get to then show our Troy audience the things that we've been working on that are a little closer to professional than what we normally do.
The choreographers aren't the only ones putting in the work for the show.
So we have rehearsals nightly, or almost every night, and that's very exciting. On top of that, we have when our choreographers come in and they set the works. Sometimes it'll be about a week-long process. They come in, we rehearse either all day or all night with them on top of our normal class schedule. And then we get into things like tech, which is the more fun side of it, where we start putting all the elements together to really create what everyone will then see.
The students involved in Momentum believe that the audience will love the show just as much as they do.
The scenic design is great. The set is absolutely beautiful. We've brought in certain set designers to create the space that we're performing in. We've worked with each other. We have student staff that works on this show. We have all these production roles that feed into this wonderful thing, and it really is a telling tale to just how far our tiny little community can go when we work together.
Thanks, Emily. General admission tickets are $10, $5 with your student ID. You can buy your tickets at the Trojan Center box office by Barnes & Noble. Still to come on the week that was, love was in the air and on Troy University's campus. From bake sales to love messages, we'll show you how students celebrated Valentine's Day. Stay tuned.
We all dream, but dreams quickly become distant memories unless we do something about it. Do everything in our power to learn to lead. At Troy University, we teach everyone to be leaders in their field. We're dedicated to teaching a new generation to lead change.
Welcome back. Tuesday night, the Frequency Jazz Ensemble showed love to the Troy community with its annual Valentine's Day concert. Belle Johnson has that story.
Tuesday night, Frequency held their annual Valentine's Day concert at the studio in downtown Troy. The concert was sponsored by the Johnson Center of the Arts.
Frequency has existed since 2009, but about 6 or 7 years ago, they started a Valentine's Day tradition where they had a concert on Valentine's Day. This is our second year doing it downtown at the studio as part of the Johnson Center for the Arts, and we're so delighted that they're able to host us.
The songs performed tonight were performed in groups, duets, and even a few solos. One performed by the only freshman in Frequency.
It's a cabaret style show, so we have some solos, some duets, and we mix that in with a cappella choir rep.
The group sang many popular love songs in honor of Valentine's Day. Some of the soloists dedicated their performance to a loved one in their life. The songs came from many different genres, from pop, Motown, and even some show tunes.
So we spun a wide rep of songs, everything from Broadway to standard jazz love songs to standard pop love songs. We even had a little Motown in there. We did an arrangement of I'll Be There by Jackson 5, which was a favorite of everyone.
Sexton says his favorite piece was a challenging song titled The Disney Love Medley.
Disney Love Medley is pretty hard. There's lots of parts to it. There's lots of key changes. And tonight, they just simply knocked it out of the park. I mean, I have no other words. And I don't get chills often, but I got chills all the way up my arm. I'm one proud director.
The group has been preparing for this concert since only the beginning of the semester. Sexton says he is proud of the work the students have put in.
We had a very short time to prepare this concert, but they really rose to the occasion and did awesome in every single song. I'm very proud.
To learn more about Frequency, you can find them on Facebook. Belle Johnson, Troy, TrojanVision News.
And again, you can find Frequency on Facebook. For many, Valentine's Day is a time to celebrate love of all kinds. From Valentine's to Galentine's, Emily Clegg shows us who students at Troy love.
Love is in the air at Troy University, and we asked students, who do they love? Some people express their love for their family.
The first person that came to my mind was my mom. So of course my mom, and then I have a younger brother. Even though he gets on my nerves, I still love him, and my dad.
One person that I really love would probably be my mom, just because she's done everything for me, and if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be here. Same with my dad and my grandparents and my little brother.
I love my family. I was adopted at 4, and so my family now is really important to me, and I hold dear to my heart.
Others love their partners.
Gotta be my girlfriend. She is just the best. We've been dating for a really long time now. I don't need a day to tell me that I love her, but she's just the best.
I love my boyfriend Jason, and I adore my Jack Russell Terrier Ollie.
Pets even made the list.
I love my dog Scout. So Scout actually was a rescue dog, and he sings. So our family, I come from a family, the oldest of 6 kids, and so we're pretty loud. And so whenever he's trying to keep up with us, he likes to sing along.
And others say that they love campus life.
I love the Troy University Student Alumni Association. We are an association for Troy students just to give alumni connections throughout the university. We want to just give out benefits to our students as well, including 20% off Barnes & Noble, free tailgating.
I love Troy University and everything that it's given me, and I'm only a second semester freshman, but I can already tell the impact that it's had on me, and I just truly love this university.
Emily Clegg, Troy, Trojan Vision News.
And a fun Valentine's Day fact for you. According to Wallet Hub, 9 million marriage proposals are made on Valentine's Day every single year. And several campus organizations also celebrated Valentine's Day. The Hospitality and Tourism Club held a bake sale where students could decorate and then buy baked treats. Sarah Campbell has that story.
In the spirit of Valentine's Day, the Hospitality and Tourism Club hosted a bake sale where students could not only purchase sweet treats, but decorate them too.
So we did a bake sale the other night. We kind of did it as a club Galentine's, so we made it all together. And then we were just selling them, and they're decorating their own conversation heart cookies so they can write whatever they want and give it to somebody that they love or somebody they're with on Valentine's Day.
They saw this as a fun way for students to interact and enjoy delicious treats while also supporting the club.
It's just a fun way, like an interactive bake sale type thing, rather than just buying something. It gives them a chance to customize it.
The bake sale served as a way for the Hospitality and Tourism Club to raise funds for future events.
We're doing a fundraiser right now for our club to be able to do different events. Since we are hospitality and tourism focused, we go around to different hotels and tour them and stuff and see what it's like to be a day in the life of working there.
Sarah Campbell, Troy, Trojan Vision News.
Organizers say all money raised at that bake sale will help fund the club's future events. And staying with all the sweet news, before Valentine's Day even arrived, some couples and even singles amped up their cookie decorating skills with Great American Cookie. Quindarius Corner takes us to that event.
Valentine's Day is shortly on its way, so Students Thursday with NCC making Valentine's Day cookies and cookie cakes, sponsored by Great American Cookie. Student Sarah Ty Floyd tell us the things that she liked about the event.
One thing I liked about this event was definitely doing the different color icings and her teaching how to put the icing on the cake how you're supposed to and just decorating how we wanted to.
Students recommend you bring your significant other, your sibling, or your friend to just come be creative and just come have fun just for the night.
Yes, I would love for more people to come. It was so much fun.
We talked to one of the workers named Amanda, and she said that she loved to turn out the event. She had fun teaching the students how to decorate the cookie cake.
I did. I wish we had some more people show up, but for our first time doing it, I think it was a really fun experience.
Quindarius Corner, Troy, Trojan Vision News.
We're moving away from Valentine's Day stories now. Fried Chicken Wednesday is a busy day for the Trojan Dining Hall, and it got even busier when T-Roy surprised students with a visit.
Students flock to the dining hall on Wednesdays for one thing.
Fried Chicken Wednesday.
I love Fried Chicken Wednesday. I know a lot of people like the macaroni and cheese day. Maybe unpopular opinion, but I love when they have mashed potatoes too. So I think fried chicken and mashed potatoes is probably my favorite part about Fried Chicken Wednesday.
However,
this particular Fried Chicken Wednesday, the students were greeted by a pleasant surprise. T-Roy!
So T-Roy, he's the face of our school, so I like to catch him when I can. I always have a chance to get a picture, so it was really good to have a chance to take a picture with our mascot, so yeah.
It surprised me to see T-Roy here, but I had to stop by and say hi. He's my favorite mascot ever.
And it is no wonder that he is William's favorite mascot. For many students here at Troy, sporting events would not be the same without T-Roy.
I like his energy. At all the basketball games, it's like never a dull moment. He's always energized, always hyping up the crowd. He's the same. Every time I see him, he's full of energy all the time.
And for other students, his presence can make the dullest of days some of the most energetic ones. From his sense of humor to his funky dance moves. T-Roy is appreciated by students for his outgoing demeanor.
He just really connects with the students here at Troy University, and he always makes a present at all the sporting events and everything, and it's good to just see him around. He always spreads cheer and happiness.
T-Roy visited the dining hall as part of Trojan Pride Week. Fans of the Marvel movie Black Panther: Wakanda Forever had the chance to see that movie on the big screen yet again. This time, though, it was right here on campus. Jamison Fowler explains.
Wednesday night at Crosby Theater, Black Panther leapt back onto the big screen during the University Activity Council's movie night, honoring the memory of the late Chadwick Boseman.
Tonight we are so excited. We're having movie nights again, so we're showing Marvel Studios' Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. Movie nights are something that we just started to get back into. We used to, in the past, have $2 movie night, but unfortunately we can't do that anymore. But we still try to provide our students with a movie night every week or two.
The showing of Black Panther: Wakanda Forever comes during Black History Month, a time where people across the country recognize the impact African American people have made in the world. For many people, Black Panther symbolized representation for the black community.
It shows more so a type of hero that I know I didn't see growing up, watching any type of superhero movies, DC, Marvel, this, that, and the third. So I think it's a good representation, or at least it's something nice for the kids to see growing up.
UAC's showing of Black Panther joins a growing list of activities the group has hosted in honor of Black History Month, as UAC plans to bring more events in the coming future.
This month we've had a Black History Trivia Night. That was a lot of fun. We gave out prizes, so pretty much we're just celebrating it as is. Every day is a good day in Black History Month.
Organizers say movie night also aims to give students a chance to relax.
We just host events every week for students just to come out, have some fun, relax, and just, get away from the everyday studies of class.
UAC's next event is set for Wednesday, February 22nd, as students plan to make candles. Jamison Fowler, Troy, TrojanVision News.
Upperclassmen may remember $2 movie nights. This type of event has replaced those. Turning to sports news now, the Trojan baseball team started its 2023 campaign against the Evansville Aces, who are coming to town for a 3-game series that'll span from Friday to Sunday. Troy hasn't lost an opening day game since 2017, meaning they've won 5 straight and look to make it 6. First pitch for Friday afternoon is set for 4 and 1 for Saturday and for Sunday. And fans will finally see parts of the new and improved Riddle Pace Field as construction begins to wrap up. The entrance to the stadium will be shifted to the first base gate. Additional information regarding handicap and concessions can be found on TroyTrojans.com. After split results in the opening weekend of play, the Trojan Invitational continues this weekend as Kennesaw State and Murray State come to town for Trojan softball. Certain players wasted no time putting their name in the spotlight. Libby Baker has already tallied up 2 home runs. Leanna Johnson is already 1/5 of the way to 100 as she has racked up 20 strikeouts, and Juan Riggs picked up a pair of triples, tying her for first in the country. 2 games will be played this weekend, one against Kennesaw and Murray. First pitch against Kennesaw State will be at 2 o'clock Friday afternoon and 5 against Murray State. And that's the week that was. To find out what's happening on a daily basis, you can tune into Troy TrojanVision News at 5, 6:30, and 10:30 Monday through Friday. You can also visit us anytime on the Troy TrojanVision News blog at today.troy.edu/TrojanVision. There you'll see online content from Troy TrojanVision News. Until next time, we hope you have a good week.